I am fuming. Hull City lose against West Brom. 7th consecutive loss at West Brom's ground in this fixture. 3-1. 3-1 we've lost today off the back of 2 fantastic wins on a trot. 2 clean sheet wins. A 2-0 and a 1-0. And then we come here today and we concede 3. We score 1 through Coyle. Yes, well done, Coyle. Round of applause. You've grabbed a volley at the back post. But defensively, you were shocking. So in this video, I'm going to be going over all the players. I'm going to give them a rating, my red, amber, green, gold, and a super gold card. I have to give someone a super gold card because someone has to get a man of the match on City side. So stay tuned for that. I'm also going to go through how shocking the referee was, how the poor decisions in the game made us lose it. And I've got a key thing here. This is something that I was saying in the live stream. So a game like this, the 2 teams that are so equal, we're equal on points coming to the game. West Brom are just ahead of us on 4 points of goal difference. So both 23 points heading into this game. It's a key game where you're going to look at which team hands the other the win. Not the facts of which team's better, because we know that both teams are on par. It's which team hands the other one the win. And we handed West Brom the win today. We said, okay, we don't have our star man for Jane and Philogene. You know what? We'll give you the 3 points today. We're just going to concede 3. We'll let Louis Coyle score a goal because he hasn't had a goal involvement this season. And we're just going to give you the 3 points. That's what we're going to do. No, we're not. We're not going to give them the 3 points. These are the games where we've got to prove ourselves. These are the games where we go, okay, we don't have a star man, but we don't need our star man. We can get a win without having Jane and Philogene so far up our arses. It's shocking. I understand the referee was awful. Harry Vaughan was actually stomped on at one point in the game, and the referee gave it as a throw-in for West Brom. Delap should have had 3 penalties or something like that, considering the amount of times that it was just snapped by West Brom. Last man defenders, and nothing was given except a free kick their way at some points. It was shocking, and then he was only given the free kicks our way once was 3-1 down, 2 minutes left of the 7 minutes of additional time at the end of the game. Absolutely shocking by, what is his name, Ian Kitchen or something. He can fuck off back to the kitchen. But absolutely shocking. Absolutely shocking. So we start off the game, first 10-15 minutes, they look like the better side. Okay, we'll give them that. It's a wet afternoon in West Brom. We'll give them that, but we just need to wake up to it. Then after them 15 minutes, after they've grabbed their first goal, which was probably the luckier out of their 3 goals, and none of their goals were actually quite good. It was off the back of Ryan Alsop passing it to Seri. It was one of them ones where we're playing out the back, and then Alsop makes the wrong pass to Seri at the wrong time, and they just pounce on it, and Jed Wallace grabs a goal for West Brom. Okay, we're 1-0 down. We can fight back from this. We do. Nice work from Scott Twine down the left-hand side. He gets a ball off the lap. He's in space on the left-hand side. He swings one towards the back post. And Louis Coyle gets a volley goal. Nice work off both of them. We're now back in this. It's 1-1. We've been playing good for the half. So we see out the half. It's 1-1. Coming to half-time. Okay, maybe a few substitutions at half-time, or it's moving into the second half to really solidify this sort of play that we've established in these last 30-odd minutes. And we can actually push on, grab a win. If not, a draw is all fine considering the factors into this game. But no, we come out the second half. Okay, we're starting a little bit stronger. Okay, can we see something coming out here? Oh no, we've just given them a goal. All right, it's 2-1 down. Nothing too much to worry about. We'll work on that. We'll grab another goal and make it 2-2. Even push on for 3-2. Who knows? Nope. A few minutes later, another goal. Both of them goals. I'll give you an interesting fact about both of them goals. Both of them goals came through sloppy play from both of our fullbacks. The first one, it was similar to the game against Southampton, where there was a man unmarked in the box, and it was a 3-on-3 scenario for Hull City. Greaves had the man with the ball marked, who was going for him. McLaughlin had the man that was on top of Alsop. He had him covered. And then Coyle, he leaves his man, bloody Phillips, who grabs the goal. He leaves his man to go for the man who's got the ball. Greaves has that covered. He had it covered. It's shocking from Louis Coyle. He grabs the goal earlier, but then he costs us later on in the game. It's just, and then the second one, the third goal, they play it down through the left-hand side. I think it was from a corner. It's as soon as Harry Vaughan comes on, and like, okay, Harry Vaughan may have factored into the fact that we conceded there, but you can't really blame it too much on him. You got to blame it on Greaves, the fact that he did not put a challenge in there. I mean, Jones is actually visibly shouting at him. Alsop is shouting at him. He gets the ball and he puts a weak ass leg in, and he just bounds off him. And their centre back that came on for the man who's faked like 5 injuries during the game, he scores. And it's 3-1. And the game's over by that point. We're like 75 minutes gone at that point. It's 3-1 down. And you're looking at the City squad like, okay, some of them look like they could possibly push on and maybe grab an equaliser through 2 goals. But majority of the squad just went for it. They just let the game go away from them. They just handed West Brom the win. They made West Brom look like the better side on the day. We know that both sides are equal coming into this, but we made them look like the better side today. We made them look like they deserved the win. And to be fair to them, just based on that, they did. We did not deserve anything from this game. We play Huddersfield at home next weekend. Aside, they've only won 3 games this season. We could hand them their 4th because of the fact that we played today and we played like that. We just handed West Brom the win. We'll hand Huddersfield the win. Well, you know what? We'll hand ourselves relegation. We'll hand ourselves back to League One. No. We're in a position now where people think we can push for playoffs. People outside of the Hull City circle think, oh, you know, this Hull City team, they've got Liam Rosina as manager, they've got this guy called Jayden Philogene, they've got Liam Delap actually scoring. They can do things. And it's games like this where we set back expectations, we set back our place in people's minds, we set back our standpoint of this club being a club for the future, a club that could go up to the Premier League in the next few years. These are the games where people go, oh, no, never mind. They just lost to a promotion rival at 3-1 and just handed them the win. No, they're not anything serious, are they? Right, well, let's go on to, I'm starting to lose my voice now. Let's go on to some of the player reviews, sorry. So, red card means they're absolutely shit. Amber card, okay, mediocre game. Green, good. Gold is the best, and then super gold is my man of the match. Let's start with Alsop. Alsop, an amber card. I mean, he was the one that was the result for the first goal. It was him, a mix of him and Surrey, both of which had a shocking game. He pulled off a save at the end, but I mean, it was already 3-1 down at that point, so I'll give Alsop a yellow card for the benefit of the doubt. I can't give him a red card. He didn't do anything too shocking in the back of the net. And his pass-out play was all right, I guess, so an amber card. Louis Coyle, he gets a green card. He scored the goal. He then cost us the goal at the other end, but then he pulled out a few good tackles. I mean, for the first half, he was playing on the right wing, so I don't know what he was doing. So I'll give Louis Coyle the green card just for the fact that he's got a goal and he pulled out some all right tackles towards in the second half. But the first half, he was on the right wing, and he costed us the second one. So that. Greaves gets a yellow card. It was just a poor play from him pretty much for the entire game. Pulled off some good headers to clear some of the balls, but you expect that from Greaves. So it's a yellow card, an amber card, sorry. Jones, green card. I was toying with an amber or a green for this one. Probably one of the tighter ones that started. And I've given him a green just for the fact that he showed a bit of passion. He looked like one of the players that didn't drop their heads when Hull went 3-1 down. I think he was the only one that didn't, apart from Alsop, didn't drop their heads when Hull went 3-1 down. Okay, it wasn't the best performance by Jones. He wasn't the best defender there, but I'll give him a green for the benefit of the doubt, but for the benefit of him showing some heart there. McLaughlin, he does get my super gold card. There you are, McLaughlin, you get a super gold card. I thought you was the best on the pitch today. Although you didn't grab a goal, defensively you were very strong. Nothing was your mistake on any of the goals. You was even made some fantastic long balls which gave us opportunities earlier on in the game. Nice long ball to Twine at one point to Tufan to the lap. This is where McLaughlin is a real standpoint, and I think that he's the only one that really deserves his spot in that Huddersfield game. Move on to Tufan. Tufan does get my first ever red card. Poor from Tufan. was his first start since August this year after having an injury and then some personal issues, and then didn't really make it back into the starting lineup. He's played a few games since then, a few minutes, but it was poor from him today. Giving the ball away, making sloppy passes, not really charging down too much. His pressure play wasn't as we've seen it. This wasn't the Tufan that we saw in August where he grabbed a hat-trick against Sheffield Wednesday. He grabbed 5 goals in the opening 4 games of the season or something. This wasn't that Tufan. This was a different Tufan that we saw today. A Tufan that had his head down from the minute we said go, and that's why he gets a red card today. Something needs to seriously develop from Tufan from that standpoint, otherwise he's finished. He's finished. Tyler Morton, I thought he did all right today. I'm going to give him a green card. Thought he was probably the better of the 2 defensive midfielders. A good pivot man. Was definitely spearing on a lot through into the midfield, into the attack, and then held back on the defensive duty when the likes of Louis Coyle were messing about on the right wing. So I thought that Morton did all right. Delap, I'll also give him a green card. It sounds like I'll give him out 3 green cards today. And that's just for me being nice. I'm being nice even though I've just had my heart ripped out of my soul and then stamped on, just like they did to Harry Vaughan. So yeah, Delap gets a green card. He did all right. He was trying his pressure play. It was just it was a similar situation where we saw with Oscar Estupiñán last season when Oscar got loads of goals. He had men on him and they were just snapping him, and the referee does nothing. I don't blame Delap's performance on Delap today. I blame Delap's performance on the referee today, and therefore I give Delap the green card. Seri gets an amber card. He's lucky not to get a red card today, I think. It was poor from Seri. It was not the Seri that we've seen in the past few games. The Seri in these past 2 games that have been the real leader in that midfield role, really getting the ball out to Philogene, really helping on with Philogene's success. This was not that Seri. This was a shocker of a Seri. This was a shite Seri. This was a Seri that I could flush down the toilet and say bon voyage to my Vindaloo with. Seri, shocking. Scott Twine gets a green card. I thought this was probably Scott Twine's best game that we've seen a Hull City shirt. I tipped him to score before the game. I think everyone tips him to score every game. He got an assist. It was a fantastic assist at that. He played really pretty much to Coyle. If Coyle didn't score, then it's on Coyle there, not Twine. So Twine did have a good crossfield ball in the box. Got the assist. And then I think that he really, in the first half, showed a good muscle. So it's a green card from Twine. Maybe could have seen a bit more of him in the second half, but can't really fault him too much on that. The bench players then, of course, you've got Doherty, who came on towards the end of the game. We give him an amber card. He made some good movement and good play towards the end of the game. He was there was that last real big chance where Seri skied it once again. That last real big chance, and Doherty was a big key player in that one. So I'll give Doherty an amber card. He just needed to play a little bit more. Simon Escher, it was nice to see Simon Escher back on the pitch. We didn't see a lot of him. It was on just right at the end, and it was a bit of a shame. I thought they brought something a little bit to that right-hand side that we could have possibly seen a bit earlier on. So, yeah, could have an amber card, but really need to see a bit more of Cybernesh there. Harry Vaughan's unlucky not to get a green card, so I'm going to give him an amber card just for the pure fact that I don't think that he was put on at the right time in the right position. He played fantastically. When he was on, where it was just his out of possession play, and he was put up against a physical player, and we know that Harry Vaughan's like 4 foot tall. He's not going to do anything physical, is he? So it was unfortunate for Harry Vaughan there, but I'm going to give him an amber card. Unlucky not to get a green card. Certainly was nice to see him back. And then the last player to report on Cyrus Christie, an amber card, just because it's Cyrus Christie, and also he didn't do too much. I don't understand where we can move on from here. I mean, I don't understand why Connolly didn't come on. I don't understand why Connolly did not come on. He was on the bench, he was ready, he was waiting. There was moments I was going, all right, get Tufan off, Connolly on. We've got Connolly and Delap on, then we can probably spearhead something. This was before we was going like 2-1, 3-1 down. This was at 1-1, this was at half-time. I was saying this, I was just saying, please just get Connolly on for Tufan. Just do it, Liam, do it to me, do it! No, just no. Nah. I won't bring on the man who's got joint best goal scorer for the club this season. Nah. You just sit on the bench. Yeah, it's all right. You're only here for a year on a permanent deal for a year. It's all right. Just on the bench. No. No Cynic, who travelled down to the squad with the squad today. That was a bit of a weird one. Don't really understand that. Then look, no Lakilo, waiting to see what the news is on that one, whether he's injured as well as Philogene. Of course, Philogene's only out for this game. He should be back for Huddersfield, but no Lakilo, starting 11 or on the bench, and wasn't reported yesterday, so we'll see on that front. But I don't think I should ramble anymore, because I might actually lose my voice. I might actually lose everything I own, just for the pure factor that today I am absolutely fuming. I'm fuming. Oh, right, well, I hope that you have a lovely rest of your weekend, if you can do. I'll have a video out tomorrow or the day after reporting more Hull City news that we learned from this game. So I'll see you there. Make sure you like and subscribe so you don't miss any more lovely Hull City content. Woo! Yeah, God, my life.